How do you see the economy today, the world economy? Where are we?
I think our financial system is extremely fragile. I think that you can see it in the way the volatility of currencies. You can see all sorts of weaknesses. I believe that there's an incredible amount of danger in things like the derivatives. I think that we are moving towards the outer limits of acceptable risk-taking.
Derivatives being new kinds of equity, new kinds of stock instruments.
I mean, the figures that I've seen. I mean, I think the world GNP is somewhere in the region of 30 trillion. And I believe that the derivatives outstanding every night, which are to a large degree speculative, from the banking and other institutions are about equal, every night, about equal to the annual turnover of the world. So we've gone very far. I think that, I mean, you see all sorts of figures, but those are the figures that recently that I've been seeing. I think that our financial system is dangerous and could create great problems for the real economy. But I also believe that you cannot enrich a country by impoverishing its people. I do not believe that the health of an economy is measured by the profitability of its corporations. I believe profits are important, but even more important is the health of the population in terms of participation. Right, if you move a factory from the States and take that to China, not so as to conquer the Chinese market, but so as to re-import the goods into the States, so as to get cheap labor, what are you doing? What you are doing is you are saying to your employees here, you're too expensive, folks. You want money, you want protection, you want unions, you want holidays, forget it. We can employ 47 people over there who want nothing. Killing off employment in your own country, getting rid of your own labor force, transferring it over there and importing it back, purely so as to increase your profit margins. You all of a sudden can save over 20%. So your profits go leaping up, but you're totally destroying not only the number of people who've got jobs, but also their salaries. Now, what is the good of having an economy that grows by 80% if your unemployment, the people excluded from active economic life, goes from 420,000 to 5.1 million? When I was a boy, we were taught that irreversibly we were moving towards progress.
Yes.
That material wealth, material prosperity would solve our problems, would improve our way of life, and improve our civilization. We were taught that. And we achieved the creation of material prosperity in a way which we would never have dreamt of. We made the economy grow 400%, incredibly. And what have we done? We've destabilized our society. We've increased unemployment massively. We've totally destabilized our cities. We've uprooted our countryside. We've increased crime. Every single valid criterion for a stable society has become negative. Therefore, something must be wrong. And what has become wrong is that instead of the economy being there to serve us, we are there adoring, serving economic industries.
All right.
The people who benefit are the big major corporations. There's a divorce between the interests of major corporations and of society. When one used to say and believe, and probably rightly, what is good for General Motors is good for the United States. That is no longer true. Yeah. Today, the transnational corporations have annual sales of $4.8 trillion. They account for 1/3 of all, the top 100 alone account for 1/3 of all foreign direct investment. Now, how do they operate? They're no longer linked to the United States, the American ones, or to France, or to Britain. They operate by farming out their production to whatever country produces the cheapest labor, wherever they can get the biggest return on capital and pay the lowest part to labor.